master of the butt pats. Is Dayman a real song? Hell yes, it's a real song. It's as real as it gets. And it's good. Before you go thinking that this is a first-time reaction by a classical musician, you'd be wrong about that last part. But more importantly, this is not my first time listening to this piece of art. I have consumed it more times than I can count, but I've never sat down to actually figure out the chords or why I think it's so good. It was originally created, doesn't say written, by Scott Marker and Rob Russell. If you don't know what Dayman is, you might want to wear a onesie because you're gonna be getting up and doing karate and friendship for everyone.
Dayman!
Dayman.
Fighter of the night, man! Champion of the sun! You're a master of karate!
And friendship for everyone.
A Dayman, that's it!
Dayman.
Fighter of the night, man!
Champion of the sun.
You're a master of karate and friendship for everyone! Dayman!
Dayman. Nice, we'll get the
Fighter of the night, man! Champion of the sun! They took you, Nightman, and you don't belong to them.
Ooh.
They left me in a world of darkness without your sexy hands, and I miss.
This is gonna be hard. First of all, pretty dramatic intro here. Lots of like diminished chords. Let's minor. Okay. What is Charlie playing?
They took you, Nightman, and you don't belong to them.
I think what's happening is a line cliche, which is when like there's one note that's moving by step, like it's going down like every note on the piano, or it's going down like a scale, and it creates new chords each time that one note moves. So it's very schmaltzy, and yeah, it's dramatic. So I think it's like, they took you to an augmented chord. And then if it keeps going, it'll go like this. And then, so let's see if it really does that.
They took you, Nightman, and you don't belong to them. They left me in a world of darkness without your sexy hands.
So that's what's happening. This chord is kind of a transition to this one, which is a nice major chord, but then there's another sort of tense chord with a tritone in it.
I miss you, Nightman, so bad.
And that last one was like a cluster chord. Good old, maybe a it's called a slappity slap is what it's called.
What's with your outfit, man?
Why don't we put the curtains back up?
No. Daylight.
Yeah, I like that.
Dayman.
Okay, let's talk about the time signature of this piece of music. So he's probably playing like, I don't know, a Casio keyboard of some type, and it's got some beats on it. So he picked one of the beats that's in a 6/8. It goes 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2. So it has this really casual, fluid sound to it. Everything's in threes, which has just a more dance-like quality, you know. Okay.
Dayman.
Fighter of the night, man. Champion of the sun. You're a master of karate
And friendship for everyone.
A Dayman, that's it.
Dayman.
All right. The chord progression is quite genius because they are using some sort of, you know, pre-made chord pattern on the Casio, and it's playing kind of these arpeggiated major chords. So when he presses a key, it starts a major chord on that note. So he's restricted to only major chords, which you might think, oh, that sounds really easy. No. If you only use major chords, there is a chance that you will have to pull in sounds and notes and chords from outside of your major key. So that's what's happening here. There is something called modal interchange going on in Dayman. And you could think of it like some of these chords come from the major key, the sun, the warmth, uplifting, friendship. And then some of these chords are coming from the minor key, the night, the darkness, insecurity, mystery, danger. And that's going to go to... Probably just rolling up and down the chord like... Dayman. Sorry. Fuck. See, that was the Nightman coming in side of him. If you know, you know. This chord is from D major. Day major. Dayman. Okay. And then this chord is from the D minor key. Nightman. Cannot believe how well that worked out. Let's see if it keeps going. No, it doesn't. Champion of the sun. This is a chord from D minor. Accordion friendship for everyone is a chord from D major. Day major and D niter. This chord is home. This is the flat 7 chord, which is sassy, it's strong, it's confident, and it creates some tension. It makes it feel like we have to now move somewhere. So it's kind of the catalyst for the rest of the chord progression. A surprisingly warm and kind of confident sounding F major chord at the bottom, which then assists, pushes up, uplifts into a G major, which is the 4 chord. And 4 likes to go back to home. So it's a beautiful little cycle. But I'm telling you, the mode mixture, the modal interchange between the day and the night keys is part of what makes this so exciting. Now let's look at the melody and how it interacts with the chords, which is always my favorite part. So, Dayman. This is, he's singing into the chord here. He's singing these 2 notes that are in the chord. Dayman. So it's a great way to start. It's very establishing that everything is like it's the exposition. Dayman, right? But then he sings the same 2 notes over the C chord, the flat 7, the sassy one, which creates dissonance because these 2 notes are in this chord, but neither of them are in this chord. So, fighter of the night, man, tension. Sorry. Now, see, these notes are right next to each other. That's so good. Oh, and these ones are next to each other too. So I love that. Repeating a motif, different chord. Now it's tense. Nightman. And it makes it feel even more like he's gotta move. Champion of the sun. Same 2 notes. But that this one is in the chord, but this one isn't. It's pretty. I like that. I like landing there. Champion of the sun. Like a 6th chord. You're a master of karate and friendship for everyone. Now this run down. I think he actually does a little modal interchange thing with his voice and he goes to a minor. You're a master of karate and friendship for everyone. So here he's borrowing from the minor scale and it does sound really good. And it works because at the time there's no major third to conflict. And it sounds bluesy, sassy. Master of karate and friendship for everyone, Dayman. And then the light comes back on. Okay, now to Dennis's incredible contribution, the ahs. He goes, ah, very operatic, and it's an octave. And then he nestles and settles on that flat 7 note, the sassy note again, the one with the attitude. And it's great. So on this chord, this note that he adds makes the song makes the chord go like this. All right. And I literally call this the sassy seventh chord. This is also called a dominant seventh chord, but it just has, this chord wears sunglasses for sure. What a great contribution is that. And also just the octave is so exciting. That, oh, it's so great. And the rhythm, we'll go over the rhythms in a second, but it's partly that. Da, da, oh, it's syncopated. Da, da, da. That last note, the sassy note, is like anticipating the beat. So it's got all this attitude. Oh, champ, fighter of the night, man. Oh. Now, here's what's cool about this. Just like Charlie, Dennis sings the same exact notes and everything on that second chord, this C chord. And so what used to be dissonant with the first chord, this note is now consonant. It fits in with the chord. And the opposite is true. What used to be consonant with this chord, the D's, are now dissonant. So either way, you get a feeling of push and pull. The other thing it does is there's something called a pedal point. And I wouldn't say that's exactly what's happening here, but the effect is similar. If I were to just keep a D going on the bottom here and just change the chords with my right hand here. It sounds really great, right? And it kind of keeps you stuck in some ways. And the chords are like now moving against this pedal point. So because the melody is just repeating everything as if it were still on this D chord, which is kind of a home, it has a similar feeling of anchoring you to home. And that makes the flat 7 chord even more exciting. Now check this out.
You're a master of karate and friendship for everyone. Dayman.
So this is like a fun, stupid little thing I noticed is that they don't start the "you're a master of karate" at the right beat. They wait until like the next bar. So they run out of time and then they have to like rush to make it work. They're like, son, you're a master of karate and friendship for everyone, Dayman. But they pull it off perfectly. It doesn't matter.
The night man. Champion of the sun.
You know what else makes this song good? It's catchy as heck. What makes something catchy? Usually it's interesting syncopated rhythms and repetition, repetition, repetition. Dayman, oh, fighter of the night, man. Oh, champion of the sun. Oh, you're a master of karate and friendship for everyone.